All right, boys and girls, this is lesson 3-1, adding with an expanded algorithm. And I've already labeled my base 10 blocks here, okay? And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for my numbers. I'm going to put the place value friends above each digit in my two numbers. I'll be starting off with the ones place, so we have our ones, tens, hundreds, okay? And at the top, I have this number, 365, okay? Down below, I have 400, because I have 400s here. 22, 2 rods and 2 ones. To use the expanded algorithm method, what we're going to do is we're going to break apart each value, hundreds, tens, and ones, and add them separately, and then combine them at the end. So, since we have 3 in the hundreds place, the value of that in our first number is 3 hundredths. For our hundreds amount for the second number, we have 4 flats for 400. And then we're just going to add them. So my hundreds value amount equals 700. Now we're going to do the same thing for the tens. Up here I have 6 rods, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The value of 6 rods is 60. In my second number, I have a 2 in the tens place, 2 rods. The value of 2 rods is 20. 0 plus 0, 0, and 6 plus 2 is 8. Off to my ones. In my first number, I have a 5 in the ones place for 5 ones. In my second number, I have a 2 in the ones place for 2 ones, and 5 plus 2 is 7. For my total, I'm going to take each one of these values, the value of the hundreds, 700, the value of all the tens, 80, and the value of the ones, 7, and I'm going to add them. And I get 787. So that is my answer, 787. And if you notice, boys and girls, not one time did I have to carry over anything, okay? Using the expanded algorithm method, chances are when you use this method, you're not going to have to regroup, carry anything over. And typically, when we have to regroup or carry things over, sometimes we forget about the digit that we carried over. Well, if we use this method, chances are we're going to not make that mistake. It does take a little bit more time, but you make less mistakes using this method. Okay, we're going to try it again. So we don't have a picture this time, and that's okay. We're going to go ahead and label our base 10 blocks above the digits. So we have our ones, tens, and hundreds. And we're going to do the exact same thing over here. And you don't have to write out each value, place value name. So we have our hundreds that we're going to add together, our tens, our ones, and then the total. Okay? So H for hundreds, T for tens, the letter O for the ones place, and then the total. So in my number, I have a 1 in the hundreds place. The value of that is 100. In my other number, 613, I have a 6 in the hundreds place, and the value of that 6 is 600. And I'm going to add them. 100 plus 600 is 700. Off to the tens place. The value of the 8 is 80. The value of the 1 is 10. Add them together and we get 90. The ones, the value of the 5 is just 5. The value of the 3, 3. 5 plus 3 is 8. So we've added all of our hundreds, tens, ones. Now we're going to combine our totals to get a grand total. So I'm taking 700 plus 90 plus 8. And I get 798 as my answer. Okay? So again, the expanded algorithm method, chances are when you use this, you're not going to make as many mistakes as you would if you don't use this method. So this is just another way to add, boys and girls. It's just another way to add, and typically we make less mistakes when we don't have to regroup. Over here, we didn't have to regroup at all. We just added straight down each time.